Alright, this is going to be Tales of Graces F, Part 13. So this is going to be the start of Lineage and Legacy. That's like the bonus content.
It's already been a year since my father died.
There are lots of flowers.
I think just about everyone in Lawn brought some here. There's still much for me to learn as a lord, but I'll do my best. Just as my father did. Rest in peace, Dad.
Are you sad, Asbel?
No, I'm actually all right. All people die. Maybe tomorrow, maybe years from now, but it happens to everyone, and I understand that now.
All people must die. Eventually.
But still, I can't help having regrets. I wish we would have talked more. I wish he could see what Hubert and I have become. So I guess I'm sad about that.
What will you do when everyone else is dead?
Sophie? Is something wrong?
Did you just see? I must have been dreaming.
I've never heard of anyone dreaming while they're still wide awake. Sounds like you were out late last night. Come on, let's go back. You probably just need a nap or something. Has it really been half a year since we all traveled together? Where did the time go?
It's been a busy few months.
Yeah, it's been rough. Especially with all of those meetings about returning the Launch domain back to Windor.
Asbel, is your hand okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah, it's fine. Thanks. Don't worry about it. It just got a little cramped up from all the paperwork. That's all.
Well, it's been fun. I've learned all kinds of interesting things from helping you. It's a nice change from all the fighting.
Thanks, Sophie. Wow. Half a year. I wonder if, after all this time, I've become a worthy lord like my dad was.
It's a kitty.
they're dead.
It can't be helped, Sophie. Their time was just up.
Can't be helped.
Don't worry, we took great care of them, and they left lots of seeds. They'll bloom again next year.
Asbel, I was wondering...
There you are, Asbel. You're not getting away from me today.
Hello, Mom. Not this again.
You're nearly 20 years old. It's time for you to start thinking about marriage.
Look, I keep telling you, it's too soon.
Oh, nonsense. Isn't that nonsense, Frederick?
Lady Carey is most correct, Master Asbel.
You must find a wife to bear you a child, so that the family name might live on.
I know all that.
If you really knew, I wouldn't be forced to keep reminding you, would I? And yet you seem to find one excuse after another.
Look, it's just...
You already have multiple offers to choose from. Why not find a girl you like, and at least meet with her?
Master Asbel!
What is it?
Those monsters are attacking the Eastern High Road. Please, come quickly.
Right. We're on our way. Alright, I guess it's finally time that I go clean up my desk. Might as well take a look at these marriage proposals Mom left behind as well. At least I can tell her later that I looked through them. Let's see. Anise Tatlin, 13 years old. She's just a kid. But that's funny. She kind of reminds me of Sheria when she was that age. What about this one? Natalie Fletcher, 19 years old. Nurturing and responsible. Enjoys caring for orphan children. Hey, that sounds like something Sheria would do. I don't know. This doesn't feel right for some reason.
Nonnally and Annis are both characters in other Tales games. Hilarious. It is quite the multiverse.
You're really working hard, aren't you, Asbel?
Yeah, you could say that. I have to get up to speed so I can be a proper lord and support everyone.
People in the village keep talking about how you try all the time, and they hope everything's okay.
What? Cry all the time? I know I have a ways to go, but wow, they must really think I'm in over my head.
You can't win if you don't try, and everyone knows how hard... Asbel?
Asbel says, "That's odd. I didn't think Dad would keep a reference book on his shelf." Frederick says, "That's no mere reference book. It is a flower journal that Lord Aston gave to Lady Carey." Asbel says he gave Mom a flower journal. Frederick says, Master Asbel, are you aware of who tended to this manor's garden?" "I assumed we had a gardener," says Asbel, "or that you did it." Frederick says, "Both wrong. It was Lord Aston." Asbel says, "You're kidding." Frederick says, "This reminds me of an old story. It happened about 20 years ago." "So this is Lant Manor," says the mystery woman, who is probably Lady Carey. Lord Aston, aka Mr. Question Mark, says nothing. Oh boy. Is that a young Frederick? Carrie says, Lord Aston, my name is Carrie. I just arrived from the capital. The question mark man says, Welcome to Mont, Lady Carrie. You must be exhausted after such a long journey. Carrie says, No, I'm fine, thank you. Oh my, I didn't think you'd be so much older. Dinner is ready, Lady Carrie. Shall I accompany you to the dining room? Carrie says, Yes, if you please. Carrie says, I don't really mind the country, but there are so many insects. Can I really spend my life in a place like this? Is something amiss? Says the mystery voice. Lady Carrie says, No, I apologize for keeping you waiting. Carrie says, What am I gonna do? I miss Verona already. I shouldn't have to do this just because I'm the youngest. My sisters were married to nobles from Verona and Grailside. I want to go home. Several days later, Lord Aston says, Do you think she'll remain? Frederick says, I'm not sure. She's hardly even eating. Carrie says, Just what do you think you're doing? How dare you deceive me like that? The butler, Frederick, says, I'm sure I have no idea what you're referring to. Carrie says, Don't play dumb with me, Jeeves. You're not Lord Aston. That guy over there is Lord Aston. Frederick says, How ridiculous. Aston says, It's alright, Frederick. You can stop now. I'm sorry for making you do this. Carrie says, Are you going to apologize to me, or what? Aston says, Apologize? Why should I? Carrie says, Because you deceived me. Aston says, I want nothing to do with a woman like you. Carrie says, Who does he think he is? He's so rude and cold. Refuse me? I'm gonna refuse him. I'm going back to Verona. Frederick says, Lord Aston, are you sure you won't reconsider? Aston says, Right now I'm the only one who can protect His Highness. Frederick says, I have a bad feeling, sir. The Fendelian army will not hesitate to attack. Aston says, That's exactly why I need to protect him, Frederick. Aston says, Oh, you're still here? Carrie says, Yes, I'm still here. What are you talking about? Did something happen? Aston says, Fendel's army is invading in numbers, but that makes no sense. How did they cross the mountains? Frederick says, Lady Carrie, please, you must help me stop him. My master's very life is in danger. Carrie says, Well, isn't that a shame? I figured you'd like nothing more than being a martyr for the king. Aston says, Take care of the flower bed while I'm gone. Carrie says, I will do no such thing. I'll be returning to the capital. You go have fun with your little war or whatever it is you're doing. Aston says, Learn to love the flowers. Carrie says, Learn to love the flowers. Are you mad? Sir Frederick, if you'll excuse me. Frederick says, Please wait. It's dangerous to leave now. Fendelian soldiers could appear on the high road at any moment. Carrie says, This is madness. Carrie says, It's been 3 days now. How much longer will you keep me prisoner in this town? Frederick says, Please, my lady, have patience until Lord Aston returns. Carrie says, This book. Carrie says, What is it? Frederick says, That's Lord Aston's flower journal. Carrie says, This is a journal? It's as detailed as an encyclopedia. He did say something about taking care of flowers, didn't he? Maybe this journal is the reason. Carrie says, they withered up. Frederick says, perhaps it's because of this rainy weather. Carrie says, how can I help them? Frederick says, shield them from the rain perhaps? I'm sorry, but I have little experience in such matters. Carrie says, very well, bring me an umbrella. Frederick says, perhaps you could leave the umbrella and return inside. Carrie says, that's okay. I'll show him. I'll record how I saved these flowers in that little journal of his. Frederick says, in that case, I shall be on my way. Carrie says, Frederick, no, I need you to stay here and watch them with me. Frederick says, very good, ma'am. Madam, rather. Frederick says, Lord Aston, it does my heart glad to see you again. Aston says, sorry to worry you. Did anything happen while I was away? Frederick says, well, as it turns out... Carrie says, oh good, this would have been a waste of time if you'd been killed. Aston says, you're still here? Carrie says, could you come this way, please? Carrie says, 30 days is a long time to leave someone alone. Anyway, this is how I pass the days. See, every missing part of the book is now complete. I kept my word, even though I barely remember giving it in the first place. So now I want to ask you something. Before you left, you told me to love the flowers. Why did you ask me to do that? What did you mean by it? Your gift for conversation is truly without peer, Lord Aston. Now speak, was this all just a ruse to drive me away? Aston says, if you can love the flowers, you can love the people. Carrie says, what does that mean? Aston says, if you can't even protect a flower, you'll never protect the people you care about. Carrie says, is that how you protect your people and the king? Aston says, those who cannot love life are unable to protect anyone. I thought that applied to you as well, but it seems I've misjudged you. Carrie says, well yes, you can start the apologies by learning my name. It's Carrie, by the way. Aston says, right, Carrie, it's a beautiful name. Asbel says, so that's when he gave the flower journal to Mom? Frederick says, correct. Asbel says, I wonder if I can do that. Frederick says, both your parents loved flowers, Lord Asbel. I'm sure you'll be no different. I keep wanting to say, like, Albel, because I recently played Star Ocean 3. So many similar sounding names. The sailor says there won't be any ships heading out for a while. Asbel says, why not? Was there an accident? The sailor says, we're in the middle of a labor strike. Thanks to improved international relations, our passenger load has more than doubled, but our wages haven't changed. This cannot stand. Men are starting to collapse from sheer exhaustion. I'm afraid you'll have to reach your destination some other way. I know it's inconvenient, but our lives and our jobs are at stake. Sorry. Asbel says, alright, I get it. I'm glad relations have improved between the three countries. but it's a shame they're bringing up all these new problems. The sailor says, we'd love to see you again once management sees the light. Asbel says, okay. Asbel says, hey there. The turtle boss says, welcome to Turtle's headquarters. Asbel says, did something happen? The turtle's boss says, we've been operating in the red for a while now. We can't justify the expenses at the moment. Asbel says, really? You're losing money? The turtle's boss says, business has boomed in the last 6 months, what cause of new travel relations between the 3 nations. But we got to feed our toils, you know, and that meat ain't free. We went and spent all our gods on feed, and now we're operating at a loss. Asbel says, I see, that makes sense. The Toidle's tot says, the more transports we get, the more gals we lose. So now is only top applicants can pass the Toidle's entrance exam. The Toidle's tot says, I'm a Toidle's in training, so there's nothing I can do. They won't even let me pass the test. The Toidle's boss says, that's because your grades are terrible. What is this weird scene? Asbel says, good luck. The Toidle's boss says, we'd love to find us some replacement feed, but we've been so busy we ain't had the time. Asbel says, do the tortoises only eat meat? The Toidle's boss says, what am I, a veterinarian? Believe me, I'd love to feed them new foods and see how they takes it. The Toidle's tot says, but there's no point unless the new feed can be produced in mass quantities. Asbel says, in that case, you should look into some kind of specialty product. I bet we could get a lot of apples from Windor. The Toidle's boss says, well then, you get your hands on some of them apples and you bring them here. Would be most appreciative, yeah? Asbel says, alright, if I find any apples, I'll bring them here. The Toidle's tot says, please, you've got to help us. Good luck, friends. That was just like a little mini quest to get the turtles transport back up.
We've got this.
We will survive! Okay! Evil be quelled! Okay!
You got this! I like you!
Here! Play wolf! Draw! Evil be quelled! Draw! Evil be quelled! Okay! Evil be quelled! Okay!
I think that's all of them.
You saved my life.
Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine, but the soldiers...
Bailey, can your men take him back to Lond?
Right away, sir. These monsters have become more active of late.
I know. Each week seems to bring more of them.
I was hoping they died down for good.
Increase security on the high roads. We can't afford for anyone else to be hurt.
Yes, my lord.
I hope this is the last of it. Come on, Sophie. Let's go back. Something wrong? Okay then.
Got any more costume thingies?
Asbel?
Yeah? What is it?
Are you going to die too?
Am I... what?
Will you go away forever, like your father did? If I protect you, will that keep you alive?
Oh, that's... Thanks, Sophie. But dying is something you can't do much about. I could catch some disease or trip and fall down the stairs, or anything, you know? Even if I live a long life, my time's still going to end eventually. But you don't have to worry. That's probably decades away.
But that's nothing. Not when time passes so quickly. It wasn't so long ago that you used to be shorter than me, and you were a much slower runner than you are now. But I'm still the same. I haven't changed in years. Is it because I'm different from everyone? Will I be left behind because I'm not human?
Sophie.
I'm sorry, Asbel. I'll see you at home.
I do not wish to pry, Lord Asbel, but did you and Sophie have a fight? She fled straight to her room the moment she came home.
Sophie.
Oh, and this arrived while you were out. It's from King Richard.
Could you get Bailey for me, Frederick?
Right away, sir.
What did it say?
It's about the recent increase in monster attacks. Apparently the same thing is happening in Windor, Strata, and Fendel.
Then it's worse than we thought.
Looks like it.
Do you have a plan, sir?
Richard thinks he's found one of the monster's nests. He's convinced all 3 countries to join forces and destroy it.
So the letter was a request for your assistance?
Yes, which means I'll be leaving Lant for a while.
Then I wish you safe travels, Lord Asbel. I will watch over things in your absence.
Thank you, Bailey. I'll head for the capital tomorrow.
Understood.
Will you be taking Sophie with you, Master Asbel?
I'd like to, but I'm not sure how she's feeling. Come on, Sophie. Let's get going. Sophie? Are you hiding? Come on.
Lord Asbel, if you're looking for Sophie, she left some time ago.
What? Did she say where she was going?
No, I'm afraid not, my lord. Isn't it a little early in the morning for all this racket?
Sophie's gone.
Well, don't panic. She probably decided to visit a flower meadow or something of that nature. Leave finding Sophie to us. Right now, you should head to the capital.
But...
Sir, daylight is wasting. I promise to devote all our efforts to finding her. It would not be good to keep King Richard waiting, my lord.
You're right, of course. Okay, I'm counting on you.
Yes, sir.
Asbel? Do think about meeting with at least one young bridal prospect when you return.
Mom,
Unless, of course, your resistance is because you have someone in mind already.
No, that's not... I mean, maybe I do.
So indecisive. This is one of the most important decisions you will ever make. So if you have your eye on someone already, I'll burn those other proposals myself.
Can we please talk about this later? I have to admit, traveling solo like this is kinda lonely. I can't remember the last time I walked out here without someone by my side. No funny stories from Pascal, no tall tales from the captain, no snappy retorts from Sharia or Hubert. Just doesn't feel right being here without them. Even Sophie. Sophie. Wait a minute. Do I always talk to myself like this?
Hello, Asbel. It's so nice to see you again.
Sharia!
Wait a minute. What's the matter with you?
I just didn't expect to see you here, that's all.
King Richard has asked our relief organization for assistance.
Is that so? Well, I'm sure you'll be a huge help.
Why are you acting so weird?
It's nothing. So, how's the relief work going anyway?
We've been running ragged lately. People need our help more than ever.
I've lost count of how many times I've visited Strata and Vendel.
That busy, huh? So does that mean that the monster attacks continue to keep on increasing?
We're at our busiest when times are bad. It's been pretty difficult. Honestly, I'd happily lose my job if it meant things were peaceful again. So where's Sophie? Why isn't she here?
Well, she...
Tell me the truth. She's not sick, is she?
No, she's fine, but she...
Lord Asbel, Miss Sheria, thank you both so much for coming.
It's good to see you again, Duke Talon.
His Highness is waiting in the throne room. Right this way, please.
Asbel, Sheria, thank you for coming.
What is it, Richard?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. I'm sorry, Asbel. You came here despite all that's going on right now.
It's no trouble at all. I'm always ready to help you.
Always ready to help out. You haven't changed at all. All of this was, in no small way, all my fault. However, getting rid of these monsters is the best way I can think of to make amends. And yet it seems that I can't even do that without your assistance.
It's all right. Apologies for the delay, Your Highness. It's good to see you again, Captain. And you as well, Hubert. Now we just need Pascal, and our merry gang will be complete once again.
Wasn't Pascal supposed to accompany you, Captain?
Yes, I waited for her at the harbor, but she never showed up.
That girl never changes. I swear. What's she doing now?
Well, most of us have gathered, so let's go ahead and begin.
In the last month, monster attacks have been occurring in Strata with greater frequency.
It's the same in Fendel. We have fewer monsters, but each seems to do more damage than the last.
A familiar story. We and Windor share the same problem.
Do we know what's causing this? We've been looking into it, but so far have learned nothing. However, we also know that King Richard has located one of their nests.
Recently, some of my knights stumbled onto an ancient underground ruin in the area near Glowandi. The place was crawling with creatures spawned from Lambda.
I knew the foul beasts had to be hiding somewhere.
An underground nest? It's worth investigating at least.
And if we can destroy it altogether, it should help cut down on the number of monster attacks.
The ruins appear to be of a Martian origin.
So that's why you wanted Pascal. It's indeed unfortunate that she didn't make it.
Unfortunate, but not critical. We'll just have to investigate without her.
I suppose so. By the way, Asbel, where's Sophie? She's... Actually, let's talk about that later. Right now we should focus on the ruins.
Asbel.
Very well. With your permission, Highness, we shall strike out immediately.
The entrance to the ruins is in the catacombs beneath Verona. Let's get going.
It's been too long, Asbel.
I know, it's been a while. It's good to see all of you guys again.
It's good to see you as well.
Likewise, it seems I've seen these two more than my own brother lately.
Wait, you have?
Hubert is in charge of Strata's Nova Monster Eradication Force. I've seen him at the Tri-Nation conferences.
My responsibilities have also taken me to Fendel, where Captain Malik has been of great assistance.
As the Chancellor's envoy, I've had chances to meet with King Richard on many occasions.
Hold on, seriously? And you guys never invited me?
Come now, Asbel. These are hardly social calls.
This reminds me of when we traveled around Verona as children.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I pretended to be your older brother, Tiger Festival.
Yeah, my naming sense back then was kind of, pathetic. But I could come up with a much better name for you now.
I fear I must decline. Richard seems to suit me. Asbel, do you still wish you had an older brother?
That's right. I used to think about that when I was a kid, didn't I? Oh well.
Then you can call me your brother.
Huh? Like, out loud? Well, if you really want me to. Brother.
Yes, Asbel.
It's kind of embarrassing. Maybe I just need to say brother the way Hubert does.
Yes, that's more like it. Try it again.
Brother.
Good!
Brother!
Nice!
They've lost their minds.
Raymond says, why did she choose him? She must still hate me for what I did. Oh, cruel fate, how you mock me. Bailey says, you need to get over her, Lord Raymond. It's starting to seem pathetic. Raymond says, and I suppose you're just gonna forget her and move on? Bailey says, it can't be helped. Her life is hers to do it as she pleases. And besides, it's not like we could compete with him. Raymond says, damn him. If I knew this was coming, I would have killed him when I had the chance. Perhaps it's not too late. Sharia says, no. Malik says, grown men sharing a moment to discuss old loves. If that's not a sign that peace has returned to this town, then I don't know what is. Bailey says, Malik. Raymond says, leave us. An uncouth boor such as yourself couldn't possibly understand such matters. Malik says, you wound me, Raymond. This uncouth boor has forgotten more about love lost than you will ever know. Perhaps you would allow me to join your discussion. Bailey says, I never expected a man like you would have such a past. I'd love to hear about it. Raymond says, Ha, I have lost nothing, Malik. There is still hope she might come around. Malik says, Now, nothing cures the sting of a lost love like good companionship and fine drinks. Come, let's finish this discussion over a couple of cocktails. Oh no, what is this? They both say, very well. Asbel says, love sure is complicated. Sharia says, yes it is.
Keep your guard. Fly! You won't catch us!
I serve to protect.
The relief organization must be tough work.
Yes, but it's also quite rewarding. And after all the hard work, it got me thinking about the past. It's a little late, but I finally understand how you felt when you decided to become a knight 7 years ago.
You do?
You wanted to get stronger so you could protect your friends.
Yeah, you're right.
So will you support me?
Of course. Give it your best.
I will.
The phrase, men surrender their ideals in adolescence, women pursue them in maturity, comes to mind.
Wise words. Who spoke them?
The one and only M. Caesar.
I've heard that name before. Wait, that's your name.
I can't believe all this is underneath Glowandi.
It's the first I've known about it.
We found a similar looking ruin beneath Wallbridge, remember?
That's true. They do seem quite similar.
I imagine the Amarcians built them around the same time.
I wonder what they're for.
I'm sure Pascal would be full of theories.
Perhaps. At any rate, let's press on and see what we can learn.
I sense powerful monsters down here. Keep your wits about you.
My mixer is almost empty.
I've been hearing about your work from travelers. Everyone says you're doing a great job.
In Strata, King Richard is more popular than even our own president. You can actually buy trading cards with his picture on them.
In Fendel, his popularity rivals that of the Chancellor. I'm not sure who is more famous.
Please believe me. I don't lead these monster hunts out of some mad desire for fame. My earlier actions dealt a considerable amount of economic damage to both Fendel and Strata. To make restitution for those deeds, Windor has taken on massive amounts of debt. But I'm no fool. Confidence in leadership is something that no amount of money can buy.
Your popularity is manifest proof of the trust the people of this world hold for you. In truth, you're the envy of leaders everywhere.
Thank you, Malik. And yet, does that justify what's happening?
Justify what?
My retainers are selling keychains with my face on them. They make dolls in my image, and even King Richard fruit snacks, all to pay down the debt.
How shameless!
Watch out!
Richard! How dare you! I expect the best from everyone. Scale back! Tiger Blade! Detonate! Shocking light! Strike! Edge of the void! I must admit that your skills are quite impressive.
Aren't you sweet?
You okay, Richard?
Yes, I'm fine.
I don't think we can get back up that way.
Doesn't look like it.
Asbel, Richard, are you okay?
We're fine! Keep going! We'll meet you up ahead!
Okay, be careful down there.
Kinda takes you back to when we were kids, huh?
Except Sophie was with us as well.
Yeah, she was.
Asbel?
What is it?
How is Lambda doing? Has he been speaking with you or trying to manipulate you in any way?
No, he hasn't tried anything like that.
I almost killed Sophie because I carried that thing inside me. If that ever happened to you...
Don't worry, Richard. Sophie and I are just fine. It's true that neither of us knows what Lambda will do going forward, but living with Lambda was my decision. Whatever problems come up, I'll find a way to deal with them.
Will you go away forever, like your father did? Will I be left behind because I'm not human?
Whatever problems.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I probably just hurt myself when we fell.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Come on, let's go. Ow!
That wound must be more serious than you thought.
Yeah, maybe. I sure wish Sharia was here.
Of course. You finally reunite with Sharia after a half year, only to be torn asunder once more.
Actually, that's not what I
understand, and yet, why so long? Sharia has been busy with her work, but I know she's had many occasions to return to Lant.
She's been back twice, and both times I was in important meetings with my people.
Fool! What am I going to do with you, Asbel?
Huh?
Who
Who is more important? The woman who comes all the way to see you or some inconsequential vassal?
Hey, my vassals aren't inconsequential.
Clearly, I need to educate you on the many great facets of gentlemanly behavior.
Thanks, but I'll pass.
Let's see here.
I hope Sharia and the others are doing all right.
Hubert and Captain Malik are there. I'm sure they're fine. Anyway, this place seems safe. Why don't we rest for a bit? Hey, Richard?
Yes?
Do you ever think about the future? I mean, decades from now?
Where'd that come from?
Sophie was talking about how I'm gonna leave her behind when I die. I told her it was decades away and she shouldn't worry about it. I mean, I hadn't even really thought about it myself. But that just made her more upset. She said the years would pass in no time at all.
Is that why she isn't here?
It made me realize how differently she experiences time.
She seems so human. Sometimes I forget she won't grow old and die like the rest of us.
I've always treated her like a normal person, and I don't regret that at all. But at the same time, I haven't given the future a whole lot of thought.
Perhaps these are thoughts you should share with her instead of keeping them to yourself. If she mentioned it to you, it's likely a concern she's had for some time.
That's true.
You were able to accept Lambda's loneliness. If anyone can help Sophie with hers, it's you.
You're right. Thanks for talking to me.
Happy to help. Come on. I'm sure the others are getting worried.
Then let's go. won't take long.
Come, Shadow Kid. Open the door to despair.
No one can stand before my blade.
I can't make out anything from up here.
Asbel, Richard, are you okay?
We're fine. Keep going. We'll meet you up ahead.
Okay, be careful down there.
That's my brother. Tough as a rock, if nothing else.
We should move before more monsters show up.
There certainly are a lot of monsters down here.
I just hope what we're doing helps to lessen the attacks on our people.
Your relief organization must have been heavily taxed recently. Are you getting enough rest?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just glad I can help somehow. I was so sick as a child, I never thought I'd be able to do anything. I guess I'm trying to make up for it now.
That's good for the people, but what about you? What about you and Asbel? My mother says he's been swamped with marriage proposals.
Oh?
Guys like him may be slow on the uptake, but once they make a choice, things tend to move quickly.
Well, I wish he'd hurry up so our mother can stop worrying about it.
Why don't you get married first? That might help ease her mind a little.
Well, why are we talking about me now?
Don't play dumb. We've all heard about your possible engagement to the president's daughter.
What? Really?
How do you know about that?
People talk, I listen. At this rate, you'll be the new president of Strata in no time.
Hubert, when did this happen?
It's nothing to do with me. The president brought up the idea of his own accord, and even if I did marry her, that doesn't mean I'd take over Strata. The presidency is not passed down through a bloodline. I thought you knew that.
Hey, wait up!
Kids these days. Marriage, huh? That's a wonderful thing.
That's strange talk, coming from a lifelong bachelor.
They say that when life breaks your spirit, a wife can help to mend it. And when you find yourselves apart, you need only shut your eyes to see her again.
Until she seizes control of your life one piece at a time and you find your own hopes and dreams put on hold. You can't even spend your own salary. You have to beg permission for every little thing you want to buy. Precious belongings you've labored to collect are tossed like so much junk. And yet she thinks nothing of taking your purse and blowing all your coin on some fancy hat.
That's very specific. Have you been married before?
Even a cursory examination of the topic proves that this is the only outcome. Instead of selecting a wife who intends to live solely through her husband's station, one should seek an independent-minded woman that... Yes, well, I think I've said enough. And if you're so eager to endorse the institution of marriage, perhaps you should get married yourself.
In any case, marriage is a wonderful thing. Don't you agree, Sharia?
Sharia?
Huh? Oh, right, marriage. Yeah, sure, you should marry someone if you want. I can't imagine doing it myself.
Sharia?
Waiting until you've completed all the things you want to do would be pretty selfish. Wouldn't it?
I miss something?
This will be a breeze.
Predict slice! Strike! Enter the hallway! You can do better. Slice!
Did we get carried away?
Wait a minute. I feel like I've seen something like this before.
It was in the ruins beneath Wallbridge.
Yeah, that's right. Where we saw the illusion of Sophie.
Asbel, I need to ask you a question. Can you ever forgive me for Sophie?
Huh? What's this all of a sudden? Did you do something to upset her?
When Lambda had taken control of me, I tried to kill her. If I'd possessed the strength to resist Lambda, to free myself from his bonds, there wouldn't have been a battle at all.
Oh, that? Yeah, Sophie was never even angry about that. Look, Richard, she fought you because it was her duty as Protos Haste. But even so, she kept reminding herself that you were her friend, and she held back when you fought.
I never knew she was struggling with such emotion.
If it makes you feel better, we can go back to the tree and renew our friendship pact with Sophie. It might be a nice way for us to relive those days.
It just might be.
This won't take long. Not yet! Here! Nice, Richard. That was impressive.
This'll be a breeze.
Strike! Edge of the void! We must always give it our best. Asbel. Glad to see you're all okay.
Are the two of you all right?
Yeah, we're fine.
Sorry to make you worry.
I don't know what we'd do if something happened to you, King Richard.
Your concern for my well-being is touching.
That's okay, Asbel. If anything happens, I'll protect you.
Your words are wasted on me, Your Highness.
I'm only doing what you would do for me.
Hey, come on.
This reminds me of when we were kids.
Yes, it does.
I hate to break up the happy reunion, but we need to keep moving.
Captain, tell me, what did the three of you discuss while we were away?
Well, Sharia talked about her efforts with the relief organization, and then Hubert said he wanted Asbel to get married soon.
I see. It's hard to imagine Asbel getting married, isn't it?
Not necessarily. I can't help but think he already has a fine prospect by his side.
You speak of Sharia, I assume. But those two seem so awkward together. I fear it isn't going well.
I hear you. I think they share the same feelings, but they just keep missing each other. You know, if a rival for their love entered in the picture, it might provide the necessary motivation. Of course! That's it!
What's it?
I'll step in to play the part of the rival.
Interesting. Show me what you would say.
Surya, let's make out.
Captain!
Ugh.
Oh, man.
This will be a breeze. Serpent surge!
No one can stand before my blade!
This will be a breeze.
Okay!
And
Launch triplets of terror! You can be such a child.
If I'm not mistaken, isn't this what regulates the functions of the Valkanists?
This?
Yes. We'd probably need to ask Pascal to find out the particulars.
Could a malfunction in this machine be to blame for the recent increase in monster attacks?
The Valkanist itself is still functioning properly, so I doubt this is related.
I hope everything's okay back home.
I'm sure Dallin and the others are doing a fine job. Or do you lack faith in your own companions, Sharia?
No, I didn't say that.
Everyone's waiting for our return. We cannot afford to disappoint them.
Right.
Trouble in the henhouse, Asbel. The atmosphere was practically sizzling between those two.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Must be those fire arts heating up the place.
That was a stretch.
Keep your guard.
No one can stand before my blade!
We could continue striking blindly towards the heart of the nest. However, we don't even know where that is.
Perhaps we should temporarily withdraw and study the matter further.
But we've come so far. A decisive attack still seems better.
Yes? What is it, Captain?
When I see the ones I trained debate their options so wisely, I can't help but suddenly feel like growing old isn't such a bad thing.
Uh-huh.
People hate growing older. Nobody wants to get closer to death. But when you see a bunch of slack-jawed kids transform into worthy adults, it really keeps your hope alive.
I see.
Perhaps the captain could offer some less melodramatic advice.
It would seem you're all still a bit too green for me to retire just yet.
Growing old isn't so bad, huh? But what happens in Sophie's case?
More monsters!
There's something different about these.
Keep your guard up!
Stand strong.
Follow me forward! Strong! Bloodshot!
These guys are tough.
At this rate, we won't last very much longer.
Look out! Richard! Damn you! You'll pay for that!
You have awakened me.
That voice.
Entrust yourself to my power.
Lambda!
Hesitate, and your friends will die. Strike forth.
Asbel!
He just stopped it.
Now!
Stand strong.
Okay, get along! Okay, get along! Not yet! Face your
Everyone's fine. That's what matters.
Asbel, what just happened?
It was Lambda's power.
Lambda?
At least we were able to kill some of the monsters.
Yeah, that should cut down on the number of attacks.
I don't understand why these things are so strong.
I wish Pascal had come. I'm sure she could figure out something.
Perhaps. But there's nothing we can do about it now. Let's move out.
Asbel, are you okay? Did Lambda...
Yeah, I'm fine, Sharia. Really.
Is he saying anything?
No, he's dormant again.
Really?
Yes.
There is one thing I should warn you about from my time with Lambda.
What is it?
Listen and listen well. No matter what happens, no matter how much Lambda pleads, you must not...
Must not what?
Play I Spy.
I Spy? What? You mean the kids game? Lambda actually plays that?
I got you! But knowing you, Asbel, I wouldn't be surprised if you two actually got that close.
Thanks, Richard. I'll ask Lambda for a game next time.
No, you won't.
What's that?
That looks like Pascal's communicator.
Hold on, I'll get it. It's from Pascal, all right.
Likely some pathetic excuse about why she missed the boat.
She says Sophie is with her.
Asbel, what's going on?
Well, the truth is,
So she dreads the day we all pass away, and she's left behind.
That's so sad.
Was there anything else Pascal mentioned?
Yes. She also asked us to come to the Amarcian Enclave. She didn't give any specifics, but she wants to tell us something about Fodra.
Is that right?
Well, it's good timing if nothing else. We need to talk about the monsters anyway.
I suppose we should head straight for the Enclave.
Lieutenant, the President has requested that you return to Strata and present him with a full report.
Hubert, are you sure you should be ignoring the President like that?
Yes, I'm sure it's fine. My subordinate can make the report as clearly as I.
It looks like someone is eager to see Pascal again.
Oh, what? I'll thank you to keep such ungentlemanly suggestions to yourself.
Are you turning down the President's daughter because of Pascal?
Wait, what's going on?
Nothing's going on. Come on, let's go, hurry up!
Hubert, I get all fluttery when you fix upon me with those puppy dog eyes.
I assure you that I was not looking at you, Captain.
Of course. Then it must be my communicator. If you'd also like to have one of these, I'm sure Pascal can whip something up.
Huh?
Let's send her a message right now.
No! Captain, wait! Please stop!
What? Don't you want one?
The mere thought of having to receive that woman's gibberish-filled reports makes me tremble in fear.
Makes him tremble in fear. Got it. Message sent.
Why did you do that?
Just kidding.
Captain!
Keep your guard.
Covering fire! Reach out! Sometimes I can't see the value in fighting.
Keep your guard.
That was hardly worth dirtying my blade.
I'm so surprised you're still a bachelor, Captain.
Yeah, especially at your age.
Was that necessary?
I mean, you don't have a girlfriend?
No.
What a waste! Any girl would be thrilled to have someone like you.
Oh? So, Sharia, will you go out with me?
Huh? Captain, you can't be... not Sharia.
I'm sorry. I have to go.
The women who claim you're a catch are always the ones who throw you back.
Captain Malik, I can't believe...
Relax, it was just a joke. Now go chase after her.
Yes, sir.
Thanks to those two, I can't help but remember. Even now, I taste the lilac liqueur we drank when we were both stationed at the same Velenik hotel. How I'd love just one more drink. Aurelia. Something wrong?
No, I just spaced out for a second.
If you're feeling tired, we should rest somewhere.
That's not a bad idea. Maybe we should stay at the inn tonight.
Hey, everyone. I just got us a reservation at the inn.
A considerate gesture from Asbel?
He must have been worried about Sharia.
What's wrong with Sharia?
The heat has gotten to her, and she's a bit exhausted.
What? Sharia, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. But why did you get a reservation?
Because tomorrow is the annual Lake Grail Festival. I thought we could take a day and check it out.
Well, that's fine. We wanted a room anyway.
Yes. Let's go rest at the inn.
And let's thank my brother for being so incredibly attentive.
Come on, it all worked out in the end, right? You're welcome? Hey, wait up!
My body feels so heavy. I must be tired, but I can't ask to rest. I have to be strong.
Hello? Please, are you with a relief organization?
Yes, I am.
You must help us. We were making explosives, but something went wrong and... oh, it's horrible.
Of course, I'll come.
Sharia, hey, the cook's asking what you want for breakfast. It's a little early in the morning to be running off.
Asbel.
Hey, there you are.
I'm sorry, I had to go help more of the wounded.
Oh, well, I guess that... Geez, Sharia, you don't look well at all. Are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine, I'm just a little tired is all.
You're burning up.
I'm fine, really.
You're not fine, Sharia. You have to rest. You okay? Can I get you anything?
Just keep holding my hand.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing? When we were kids, you always stayed with me when I was sick.
Yeah, because you used to cry and tell me I couldn't leave.
I did that? So why were you looking for me earlier anyway?
Oh, don't worry about it. It wasn't important.
I see. It's weird to be sick again. It's been a long time. Back then, I just wanted to be healthy so I could keep up with you.
I guess Sophie helped your wish come true, huh?
Yes, she did.
And once that happened, you raced past me and never looked back.
That's not true. I was always with you, Asbel. And now I see that you were always with me.
I suppose? You're acting kind of weird today, Sharia. This isn't like you.
Maybe it's the fever talking.
Go to sleep, okay?
I'll get stronger, you know? And then we can run at the same pace. We can do anything if we stay together, Asbel. We can even bring peace to Affinia.
I know we can, Sheria. Sleep well.
I will. Thanks, Asbel.
A city of water and sun. Such beauty is the pride of every Strahtan citizen.
As it should be. No matter how often I come here, I can't help but gasp at its splendor. It's like a jewel box has been upended on the sand.
A jewel box? Anyway, Barona is nothing to sneeze at either.
Ah, indeed. The ancient castles and historic neighborhoods are as pieces of a shimmering jewel box that conveys our rich history.
Another jewel box?
Zavhert may be lacking in traditional beauty, but neither city can match its sheer majesty.
Perhaps it is so. Zavhert is built from hard labor and workmanlike skill, a veritable jewel box boasting the artistry and craftsmanship of her designers.
Enough with the jewel box!
Asbel?
Did I say that out loud? It's been half a year since I visited Strahta. There was a lot going on back then. But this time, I'll make sure to visit your family and introduce myself. As your brother.
You don't need to do that.
Sure I do. Is everyone doing well?
Oh, the same as always, I suppose. My father is a bit meeker from all his political struggles, and Raymond is off traveling the world.
Oh, so is Raymond doing the same sorts of things that you are?
I wouldn't say that, but he's actually... well, he's following Sheria.
Following Sheria? What do you mean?
Well, I suppose it's a little more complicated than that. Probably. He raises money to support Sheria's relief organization, and sometimes he visits their operations sites as an inspector.
I can't believe that! He's a great guy to care so much!
Asbel, you don't? I'm just going to let this go.
Time flies. You're a man now in all but name.
You promised to buy me your favorite cocktail when I'm older.
Did I now? It's been a long time since I've really enjoyed a stiff drink. I used to drink to forget my troubles, but now it just brings them back. If I'd only been honest with myself about my feelings, she might still be alive.
Captain?
Oh, sorry. My heart gets a little weak when I drink. Time for some air.
I've been looking for you, Malik.
Wait, you're...
You are Malik Caesar, correct? Special attaché to the Chancellor? Let me get straight to the point. My name is Ulicia, and we need your help.
But I don't do... What is this? What kind of help?
I cannot say more here. If you are willing to listen, come to the location indicated on this paper. Also, I have a message for you. If you refuse us, the lilac petals will fall a second time.
What is that supposed to mean?
No idea.
This sounds like revolutionary business. My days of bringing about change through force have passed me by. Find someone else.
Very well. I'll pass your answer on.
Captain, did you know that woman?
She looks like a woman who died a long time ago. Zavert Plaza, is it? If you refuse, the lilac petals will fall a second time.
This town seems brighter and more energetic than the last time we were here.
The whole country has grown a bit richer thanks to Pascal's hot water distribution system.
It doesn't appear the water has arrived here yet.
Right. They're scheduled to begin installing the pipes at this location soon.
It pains me to say this in your presence, Malik, but I fear Chancellor Eigen's government may not hold for much longer. The invasions of Lant, the experiments on Forbrenir, his dictatorial ways and short-term political calculations have pushed this country into a corner. It's holding on for now, but I truly worry for the future of Fendel. I find it difficult to foresee what's up ahead.
I have taken responsibility to see this development plan through, no matter what happens to the government. I assure you, my associates and I will turn things around in Fendel.
For anyone but you, Captain Malik, I'd have my doubts. But you've already done fantastic work with the hot water system.
Your Highness is most kind.
You guys haven't forgotten about Pascal by any chance, have you?
I think we just did.
Lilacs hold the meaning of memories of youth. The lilac petals will fall a second... Wait, so that's what it means!
Captain?
She's in danger. We have to find her.
He's here! Chancellor Eigen is here!
The Chancellor has come to visit his people!
Damn!
Captain!
Why did you...
What is the meaning of this, Malik? What? She's...
This woman is Ulicia, one of the few revolutionaries still active in this country.
How can you people associate with this man? He's a government dog.
That's a lie! He isn't like that!
Peace, Asbel. I understand why she would see me that way. The people of this nation finally have hope back in their lives, but the common good means nothing to those who seek power. You are no different than the government you claim to oppose. If this continues, the people of Fendel will eventually lose their hope.
We fight to free the people from the boot heel of government oppression.
Your comrades were ready to let you die to achieve a goal. If the revolution won't take care of its own, how will it possibly look out for the people?
You understand nothing.
You remind me of Chancellor Eigen's late daughter.
What?
I loved her. Once, your friends thought that if you approached me, I would agree to help them. But when that failed, they thrust a suicide mission upon you.
It doesn't matter. I'm just as dead now as if I'd finished it. Come, Eigen! Execute me, and see how a true patriot faces death!
Very well, if that is your wish. For tonight, we will hold you in custody.
You'll what?
Tomorrow morning, you will board a ship. Once it is at sea, you will be informed of your destination.
I see. So it's to be exile then.
Do you find this acceptable, Chancellor?
Do as you wish. Just take her from my sight. When I see her face, I can't help but think of my daughter. I am old, Malik, and I'm getting older. It seems I spend all my time thinking on better days.
Then we must do all we can to ensure this is a new age for the people. You love this country, Chancellor. When the people see that, they will rise to defend her. I promise you.
Indeed. From now on, I shall work with the people to see that they want for nothing.
The people of Zavhert seem to be in higher spirits these days than they used to be.
Perhaps, but there's still such a heavy curtain of doom and gloom over this city.
Those are strong words, Your Majesty. So, if I may ask, how would you go about lifting that curtain?
First and foremost, I would change the soldiers' uniforms. My heart sinks to look upon such grim livery.
Hey, what if we got rid of the hats? If the citizens can see a soldier's face, they might seem more approachable.
Rejected. A hat is a soldier's pride.
Perhaps we should have different colors for each regiment's uniform. Such a variety of hues would make a cheerful impression.
My eyes bleed at the thought.
What if maybe you added a cute lacy frill to the cuffs of the coats? And maybe some designer logos?
Yes, that might work.
Your Majesty?
And perhaps a sparkling white coat of paint for Fendel Tower. I'm certain that would raise spirits.
With a giant mech popping out.
Yes, that would be wonderful.
You can't be serious.
Or am I?
Hey, look.
It's Poisson.
Hello, everyone. We've been expecting you.
Where are Sophie and Pascal?
They're off visiting the Fendel Glacier ruins.
We come all this way and she isn't here. That is so like her.
What are they doing at the ruins?
Fendel has soldiers stationed there, but they've suddenly gone quiet. We fear that monsters may have forced their way inside.
So Pascal and Sophie went there to see if they could help.
Then we'd better follow them.
So, this is Pascal's home, is it? The Amarcian Enclave.
This is your first time visiting?
Yes, what a strange city. It's in the middle of a snowy mountain, but it isn't cold at all. And such advanced infrastructure. Amarcian technology never ceases to amaze. If only our country had access to their knowledge.
I think it should be available for the entire world to share.
I must propose that to Chancellor Eigen at our next leadership summit. Putting that aside, have you properly introduced yourself to your future friends and family?
My future family? What do you mean?
Pascal's friends and family, of course. This would be a good opportunity to go and say hello to them, don't you think?
What? Pascal's friends? I already took care of that.
What? Who told you to... Why would you...
Was that wrong? Pascal's always helping us out, so I told her friends how much we appreciate her.
Oh, so that's what you meant. For a moment there, I thought you'd done me a favor.
Wait, how did I become the bad guy?
Alright, I'm gonna stop here. I will probably do a little bit more later.